family? Welcome to the Limitless Lifestyle Podcast. This is a podcast for entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs living life with no limits. And listen, guys, on today's episode, we're going to talk about how to build a business from scratch. But before we get started, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And let me know in the comments if you subscribe, so that way I know that you tapped in with me, because I'm going to be dropping so much more value and so much more gems, and you don't want to miss it. So listen, y'all, we're going to talk about how to build a business from scratch. So many people, they want to be business owners. They want to be entrepreneurs. It's sexy. It's cool. You can make money, drive cars, travel, bada bing, bada boom. Well, yes, and sometimes not overnight, right? So I know the thing is with entrepreneurship, it looks really cool. And guess what? The beautiful thing about building a business, you can make as much as you want, but you also have to understand you can also make as little as well, right? It's direct correlation of your action, your level of mentality, your development, and your ability to execute, especially not make any excuses. But needless to say, the path of entrepreneurship is truly beautiful. It's very rewarding. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. I really wouldn't. I just wouldn't, right? But listen, y'all, we're talking about how to build a business from scratch, right? Here is like a 7 easy step process. The first thing that you want to do is you want to start with a good business idea. Some of you guys are probably wondering, what's a good business idea? Well, let me kind of tailor it to you. Let's just say you've never started a business before, and maybe you're trying to figure it out. I see a lot of people do this, right? They're waiting for like the perfect business. A lot of people they sit on the sidelines and they're just they're waiting for the perfect business idea before they take action. Stop. Just start something. But what I want to say is, when it comes to starting with a good idea for you, stop and think. What is it that you're good at that most people are not? Or what is something that you're good at and people constantly ask you for help in, or they reach out for you because they know that you're an expert when it comes to, you're talented with this. Whether you're a good cook, right? Maybe you make the meanest chicken out here, or maybe you got this barbecue sauce, or maybe you know real estate, or you're creative and you're an artist, or you're whatever. Whatever. What is something that you're good at that most people are not? And that could be literally something that you start right there. That could be that business idea. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just start, right? And the second thing is you want to conduct research about this business. Find out who's already operating this business. See how they're operating. What I like to do is I like to find out who's really killing it, who's really crushing it at a high level. And I want to see how they move and what they got going on. I want to get some inspiration, right? Some ideas, right? And of course I'm gonna move how I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna use my creative juices. And nobody can be me and nobody can be them. But at the same time, this is what I like to do. And especially if I can find somebody that's already crushing it, maybe I can find them and I can make them my mentor. Do you know that having a mentor or a coach is literally the fastest way to success in anything? So if I can find somebody that's at the top of the game, and if I was to learn from them, do you know that I could still win at a high level? But anyways, y'all, research the market. See about the need of that product or service that you may be potentially be offering. Right? So that way you can have an idea of what's going on. You're not blindly putting yourself out there, okay? And the next thing that you want to do is, y'all, you want to write a business plan. Do you know this is something that I wish I would have done much sooner? I was just kind of running the gunning. Actually put together a solid business plan on how you're going to execute, actually create the structure. And I'm going to tell you this, right? If you want to put yourself in a position to say maybe get some funding, right? And you're going to need a business plan. If you're going to try to go to banks or different lenders to get potential funding for a business, you're going to have a business plan. Can't just say, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z, right? So highly recommend, getting a business plan. Also, make your business official. It took me too long to do this. This is something I wish I would have did this. But again, I wish I could sit here and tell you that I'm the most like, I cross all my T's and dot all my I's. No, I'm the guy go. I get an idea, go. Like my guy would tell you, bro, I had an idea I want to do something. Book the flight, next day I'm in another state. It's like, I like to go. I like to move. But what I'm going to tell you is, man, like, it is, you want to be somewhere in between. Somewhere between taking massive action, but also crossing your T's, dotting I's. So what you want to do is you want to make your business official. Like, you want to register it, right? You want to get, whether it's an LLC, S Corp, C Corp. You want to register your business, make it official. This is going to put you in position to get funding later on, or make your business just a lot more, credible and just solid. Also, you're going to be able to limit liability. Guys, tax advantages, right? There's just a lot of benefits to making your business official, right? And again, and I feel like when you make your business official, you take it more seriously. That's my belief. But that's definitely something that you should do. The next thing that you should do is understand your finances, right? Evaluate how much money that you currently have. Evaluate how much money that you're going to need in order to build your business, whether you need certain products, you need to, rent certain equipment, whatever. Just evaluate the finances. But when I say evaluate the finances, don't think that you have to have all this money before you start. There's this huge misconception that, I'm going to start a business once I have the money, and people literally sit on their ass for years and not start a business because they're waiting for this money. And that's just not the mentality. You want to, listen, entrepreneurs, we figure it out. We make a way. Even if you don't got it, you make it a way. And what I'm going to tell you is, do you know that, let's just say you're offering a product, right? Let's just say you have this business idea to sell t-shirts, but you feel like you lack the capital. Do you know what you could do is, you can spend like $20 coming up with the design for your t-shirts, and you pre-sell it. Reach out to your family and friends, let them know that you're launching a new t-shirt. You're really excited about it. And you can pre-sale these shirts, collect the money, and then utilize the money that you've collected from the pre-sale to actually buy the shirts. So that way, if you didn't have the money initially, boom, from you pre-selling, you get all the capital that you need. Guys, needless to say, an entrepreneur, they need to be resourceful. So you need to get out that mindset, right? If you want to build something from scratch, right? So know your finances and understand, and also too, right? You could borrow money from family and friends. But if you're going to do that, just make sure that you actually take this seriously and make the money back so you can pay them back. You can utilize credit, right? You can borrow from the bank, right? There's so many different things that you can do. SBA loan, okay? There's different things, y'all, right? But just understand, have the resourceful mentality, right? Also, highly recommend you protecting your business. What does that mean, right? It took me a very long time to do this. I thought it was a waste of money. I didn't see the importance, but it's like getting a trademark for your business. And the reason why you want to trademark your business is, let's just say you come up with this business idea and it starts making a lot of money and it's doing very well, but you don't have the business trademarked. But somebody else gets that brand, that name brand for your business, trademarked. Do you know they can literally come for everything that you've made off this business just because they trademarked your brand? Matter of fact, I had one of my good friends, right? They had launched a business. Him and his buddy, they put about a couple $100,000 into launching the business. Do you know that someone else was already using that business name? And I want to say they either had it trademarked or they were starting the process to get a trademark. And do you know that because of that, they had to stop putting that business out there because it wasn't trademarked? So it's like, you can really potentially lose millions, right? If it's not trademarked. And again, I know in the beginning it may seem like an expense, but I would rather that small expense than have to worry about losing a lot of money, later on. So highly encourage you looking into protecting your business and getting a trademark, right? And then lastly, y'all, build the business. Like I know I shared with you guys like some important factors to like look into and precautions and some good steps on taking before building a business, right? But build the business, market the business, sell some products, sell your service, let the world know what you're doing, right? A lot of people, they get so caught up on preparing that they don't even build. Like they preparing to prepare. Listen, y'all, the most important part about any business is actually like marketing the business and having people know what it is that you're doing and putting out those offers and pushing out those products and services. If you're not doing that, it's like, how are you making money? You're not making no money. And I get there's different personality types. There's some people that are very by the books and they're very analytical and they're very detailed. And there's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, I love that. But don't get so caught up in analysis paralysis where you want to perfect everything before you start. Nah, listen, make some money, build. But of course, handle the important stuff. But build, right? Make sure you do the IGAs, income generating activities, y'all. Don't miss out on that. Listen, y'all, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that, right? And let me know in the comments if you subscribe. I'm dropping more value like this, and I only hope that you execute. Because again, if you're listening to this, chances are you're looking to be a business owner, or you're already a business owner making it happen. But needless to say, it is your time and it's your turn. I'm going to see you on the next one. Let's go.